Hello, my people. Hello, 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 hello. Stay here, guys. I'm here. Uh, yeah, guys. So today, gonna talk about the CIA manifestation, the Stargate project. So we are pure consciousness, guys. Probably we think we are all made only with that little. Most people think they are made, by that little um suit meat, but actually we are more than that. We are more than that. And the science prove right now we are more than that. The science prove we can manifest our own reality. You can get everything you want by with your mind and see different worms, see different stuff. So I'm here to talk about today people actually believe when you talk about consciousness manifestation, you can influence reality with your imagination, with your mind. They think you crazy. They think you lose your mind. They think, oh, you are a psychopath. How you think that way? But I'm here to tell you guys, the CIA files, the Stargate project, the classified, everybody have access to it. If you want to read, you can read. They show how to meditate, to have out body experience, to train your psychic ability. There's that institution called um, the Monroe Institute. Anyone have access to go and learn from that institute, to have some experience, out body, psychic ability. Right now I can sit down in my house in Florida and go see someone in North Carolina. But with a lot of training, with a lot of practice, I'm gonna become good. It's the same thing about manifestation, guys. So when you start to practice, you start to have more experience. You start to practice more, have more experience. You're gonna see who you are. It's the same thing about Wi-Fi wireless. So that means I don't have to see the connection, but we are connected by that invisible field we have around us. And you can be in a different brainwave, in different state, and you will have access with those fields. You can have access with other people, but you don't have to see them. You don't have to be close to you. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Welcome everyone here. I'm still here, guys. I'm still here. People can comment. I can read all. I'm just doing something, but I'm still here. Welcome everyone. Welcome everybody. So people today I'm gonna interact with people. I'm gonna ask people question. Who they like actually everybody here. Who you are? You think who you are? Ella, but how are you, person? I take so much time before I come to talk about those information, guys. Because I want people to know who they are first, and I want people to do some exercise to know who they are. Hello, is anyone there? Yeah, I'm here. You can hear me, right? I know you can hear me. I'm still here. You don't have to see me. You don't have to see me if I'm here. You don't have to see me, but I'm here. I'm here. You can, I can read the comment. I'm still here. We're all connected. You don't have to see me. A lot of people think they are that body. That's a pure illusion. A lot of people think, oh, I don't have supernatural ability. We all have. We all special. We all have what's special. But if you take time to learn those abilities, to practice, to master yourself, to master your mind, to master your emotion, and to understand that energy field, psychic abilities, remote viewing, manifest reality, alter reality, change reality, it's gonna be very easy for you. But you have to know who you are. But people think they're so little. They have to move in a physical way to actually, change reality. You don't have to do this thing. You don't have to move somewhere to know something. You don't have to. The Stargate, the Stargate, the Stargate project show that people sit down in the couch at home, and it can be something like so far away. Like that thing can be, they can be in North Carolina, and there's something going on in a part of the Middle East in India. They're gonna say all and give all the detail about it. That's powerful we are. That's powerful we are. It's the same thing about manifestation. You want to achieve something, just you be in that state, you visualize yourself, or sometimes you just believe it. You just have the conviction, you embody it with your emotion, you be grateful about it, you see yourself already have it, you're gonna have it. But right now I got proof right now to show we are more than that. Your consciousness can affect reality. The way you think affect reality. The way you think affect reality. I'm back, guys. So the way you think affect reality, guys. That's for sure. The way you act, and you think, your emotion affect reality. That's the first basic principle. But the something you have to understand, we understand, guys, is know who you are. Who you are. Consciousness, pure consciousness. You are one with God. And this reality is you can change this reality. This reality is manageable. How? With your consciousness. Example, you want to experience something and you be in that state, you select that version and you really mean it, guys. And you don't have to see the proof. You don't have to see it. Just to select that version of yourself. Right? And it's gonna be because consciousness is just like water. Consciousness is just like water. Consciousness is like a liquid. You see water? You put if I put water in that, in that mug, and I take that shape of that mug. If I put water anywhere, anything gonna take that. So that's consciousness. So when you select that version, reality gonna shape that way also. Okay? Because life is neutral, and you can change anything you want to change. You don't have to have proof. You don't have to actually do anything physically to be able to change. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to do those things. Everything you know was a lie about God. God created us, blah blah blah. You have that limit to do this. There was a lie. That's a huge lie. Yes, there's a God, but that God is neutral. That God created a system called the boomerang effect. That's a system God created. That boomerang effect, that was a system of God. Create like the law of gravity. But nothing in the physical can stop you when you master frequency, when you master energy, when you master yourself. Because there's something called the energy field. When you change your energy field, everything starts to change in your reality, in your life. Only thing you have to do is just select that version. Let's say you want to experience more abundance, more money. Just select that version of yourself. Say, okay, I am abundant right now. That's who I am. That's my identity. You really mean it. You really focus about it. You really give it to yourself. You're gonna have that experience. You're gonna have that experience for sure. And don't believe like you're limited beings. That guys. People heal themselves. People weak with the tissue, with the rectum tissue. People muscular dystrophy. Like people was actually lose everything, get back everything. And this reality, you can shift everything you want in your life the way you want it, the way you want it. You know, you have access to it. That's the reason why, we go do some research about Bob Monroe, guys. All the CIA's files is there. Only thing right now, because everything's out right now. Everything's out. All the secrecy, there's no secret anymore. All those book, everything about reality, consciousness, experience is out. Everything. So if anybody take the time and to have experience from this thing, you're gonna grow. That I love to tell people, guys, experience is the best thing ever. That's experience. Experience, that's the best thing you can give to yourself. And from that experience, you're gonna grow. You're gonna see. That's the way Neville. That's the way Abdullah teach Neville with experience. But never always tell you everybody you are God. You are one with God. You are one with God. There is no such thing as separation. You are one with God. Separation is a pure illusion. Okay? Pure illusion. Wake up. It's time to wake up, guys. And there's something, okay, there's something again, guys. Time. Time is a pure illusion. Like, I give someone, like, be in a state of, make sure, like, you're in a present moment. You observe your reality. You don't judge anything. Be in a present moment. And it can be like, you feel like 5 minutes. When you open your eyes, it's actually like probably 5 hours. And sometimes you can do something and you're so deep about it and you see time travel. Why? Because time is not real. So anything you want to experience, anything you want to have in your life, just give it to yourself now. Well, just give it to yourself now. Simple. Everything I talk right now, I got full of it, guys. Everything I talk about consciousness, reality, I got people. I have this experience, and I got other people have the same experience, and the document is there. They're about consciousness. You're not your body. You're not your body. You're a pure consciousness. And the old way is I have to move to do something. You don't have to do anything to create something. I'm really serious. There's so many things you don't have to ask. There are also something, guys. You don't have to ask anything. You don't have to ask anybody anything to know something. You don't have to ask because everything is already there. There's something called the Akasha record. You have access to all that because every thought form, everything people do, you have in that field, that energy field, you have access to it. You don't have to ask anybody nothing, guys, to know something about someone. You don't have to. The CIA file show that. You don't have to. There's a data, in the spirit in that in this reality, in that dimension. When you have access in certain state of consciousness, there's no secrecy for you anymore. And for me, there's no secrecy about anything. Because I know how to get the information. Sometimes it take me days, sometimes some couple more, sometimes I get it the same day. To show you what, like guys, like I say guys, scientifically proven, right? I can sit down now where I'm at, all right? And there's someone actually in Paris. I can know every detail about what's going on in that room. And there's document how to practice those things in the CI files. So it's the same thing about manifestation. You want to experience something and you mean it, you focus about it, you give it to yourself, you become one with it. You really become one with it. You really embody it. It's gonna become into your reality. Like the same way Neil would say, if you're gonna take thousand, 100 people gonna move to actually make that become possible, it can become possible. That's the reason why I'm very detached. Because I'm very detached in the physical way. But in the spiritual way, I'm all connected. I see all. I'm connected to all. Because that's the truth. Guys, the real reality is the invisible. I'm physically detached, but I'm not. I understand all. I can see all. My intuition is very in good shape, you know. So I don't have to talk. I don't like for me. I don't have to talk with someone every day to know everything what's going on. I don't have to. That's me. And that's something. I got some family member have a big issue about me, but when they are when they're in danger, I know. When there's something going on, I call, are you good? Everything's perfect. What's going on? You know, to show how powerful we are pure consciousness for real. I got my sister hate that about me. So yeah, even my mom too. I don't have to talk with her every day to know what's going on, but I know what's going on. If she needs something, I already know. You know, so we're all connected. Right now, you have something called the remote healing with Dr. Dispenza right now. People can be in a long distance. I heard that for a long period of time. People can be in a long distance, a different country, and I have that picture of that person. I can hear that person. Like if actually a group of five, six, 10 focus on it, here because you are pure consciousness, guys. There's that infinite intelligence. When you have a good relationship with that infinite intelligence, you're able to do everything you want. Heal your body, change your face, you know, change your face different way. You know, the bank account will change it. Um, manifest subscriber, like sometimes the um I do that on purpose sometimes. Sometimes YouTube that go with and play with me, and when my vibration I shift it, But I'm gonna do that more often right now, more often every day. I'm gonna do that all the time. But don't feel guilty to use your power, guys. Don't feel guilty. We have power, guys. We have power. Those things not a secret anymore. Those things is not a secret anymore. Everything is out right now. Everything is out right now. There's proof. There's people who work for the government. They have a deep psychic abilities, guys. That really you cannot lie to those people. That's the reason why I don't lie with people. That's the reason I don't lie. I have two choices. I just switch the subject. I don't respond at all and I switch the subject. That's the reason why I don't lie with people because when I start to understand there's no secrecy, like guys, there's no secret, guys. Secret is not real. There's people actually can talk with them, they see everything. The CIA prove it, guys. And that's the reason why I don't lie. I don't lie. Because I have a bad experience with someone, and that person like see everything about my life. I was shocked. I said, "What the?" That person was in New York, and I was talking on the phone with that person for the first time. That person able to tell me what I was drinking. That person able to tell me what I was drinking, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, people gonna say demon. No, it's not demon. Sometimes people have to say this is a coincidence, it's not coincidence. Because there's certain brain wave your body can goes on and you have access with this information. Because our whole body, your emotion is information, all right? Signal emotion. So like that's the reason why guys, since that day I changed. Like I said, I prefer not say anything or change the subject or tell someone we're gonna talk another time with that subject on then lie because there's people who have psychic abilities, and that person go make me watch um the CIA files, the people from the Stargate project, the military use psychic abilities to go fight, to know where there's people been hide, to know where so many things. The government spend a lot of money on those people, a lot of millions, guys. You think we live in like people think America is a country is a materialistic country. No, is a very spiritual country. I'm serious, guys. America is a very deep spiritual country. That's something I love about that country a lot. You take people now and no, they're very spiritual. That's something I love about America. So, but the spirituality is more the power within is more practice your own gift than prayer spirit, like prayer God. It's more like let me use my own power, let me use my own abilities, let me use my own gift, let me use my mind. That's what type of spirituality I love. Then prayer spirit, then do all those things. It's more about the mind, it's more about the energy of within, it's more about it's more simple, really simple. But it's the people say, man, it's too hard, man. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's just you just take your time to actually learn to master yourself, master your emotion. That's the most beautiful thing to do. And you take accountability. That's that. You take accountability for own reality. You say, okay, man, I've been so many times I've been unconscious. I'm responsible for this and that, and let me change who I am. And boom, you go all the way within yourself, and you focus about it. Have that experience. It's pretty much very simple, guys. It's not complicated, guys. It's not complicated at all, guys. It's pretty much very simple. Very, very simple. So, guys, in my live stream right now, I'm gonna talk a lot about who we are. I know people gonna feel offended, but I don't care. Why? Because we're not this body. We are one with God. There's no separation, and reality is neutral. And you can change reality, guys. You can do everything, guys. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Everything we know about all those norms, guys, was fake. It's fake, guys. You can change this way. You can change everything you want, guys. This reality is not logical at all. Your consciousness can affect reality. People tell you, oh, to have Y, you have to have X. No, it's a lie. The moment you know how to align yourself, guys, anything you want, you're gonna have it, guys. Anything you want, doesn't matter. Car, travel, alter consciousness. How about experience? Go see someone at different places. See other country, all those things. Being nosy in different way. You know, change your body, change your face, operate change. All those things, guys, is possible. All those things, everything we know, guys, learn like receive download without reading a book. Like there's gonna come a time people gonna actually touch a book and know everything about that book. I'm serious, guys. I'm not drinking wine, guys. I'm that. It's like, how do you look like 6'7"? I look like 6'7"? What? Sabay, 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 sabay. Yeah, guys. So that's the thing, guys. You're gonna have actually so much access, so much information, so many things, guys. Everything, but you have to know how to give it to yourself. How to give it to yourself. How to give it to yourself. How to become one with consciousness. Like I said, guys, everything is possible. That's my first time saying My first time saying it's gonna be done long. I'm gonna focus on that a lot because when you know who you are, like I said, guys, consciousness is actually like water, like a liquid. The state you are in is gonna be your life. Okay, the state you are in, it's gonna be your life. If you're in a state, you see yourself experiencing the bad stuff, you believe in those things, it's gonna be your shape of your life. Okay, and there's so many rules. You don't have to have those rules. You don't have to have a rules tell you, oh, to experience a good relationship, you have to dress that way. You have to kind no, it's bull crap. I'm that as guys. I'm really serious because I have this experience. Like you want to be in a relationship, you want to be in that job. Probably you don't have too much money to go study. You don't have to have money to go study. What you want to see yourself already become that person. Be it in reality, the liquid shifted in your way. But you got all those brainwash, you got all those lies about religion. Religion brainwash people, make you think you're so little. Oh man, no. You're all the co-creator of your own reality, and you are a superhuman. God is not separate from you. But you have to remember, guys, this reality is just like a boomerang effect. Bing bang. Okay? Bing bang. That's the way it works. I don't have to be a certain way. I don't have to dress in a way to get people to get views. The moment I say it, but at first was not my point. But right now I'm gonna focus on it, be in that state. At first was not my point. It was my point was actually learn, master those knowledge, master myself. That's the reason why I call myself, myself, no, myself. Sorry, guys, myself, master territory 12. master my emotion, my mind, my consciousness, everything. Because when you master yourself, you do everything you want, anytime you want. You have freedom. You can learn anything fast. How? Just be in that state. Because you can be in that state for so long, the whole day. Nobody can play with your frequency. The external doesn't matter. Like I said, guys, I learned the hard way when I was sick, when I was paralyzed. Every day I was in that state. I'm like, it's a point of time. Like I don't know where that motivation comes in. That focus. I was in pain. I don't. I have no choice at all. I was in pain. I have no choice to be in that state, to focus for a long period of time, to be and become that person. I have no choice, and I able to shift my reality, who I am. I was visualized playing basketball. I was so deep focused on what I really want to experience. Hello, Mr. Rose. How are you? You're handsome. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you. Thank you. Son. Hello, how are you? I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for the love, man. So I'm able to be in those state, guys. I'm able to be in the state, but I never think because okay, guys, in society they make you believe like in society they make you believe you cannot be in a state for a long period of time. Yes, you can. You can. You can be in those state for a long period of time because you're not your thought, you're not your emotion. You are I am. You can select the version that you want to experience. And the CIA prove it, guys. Like you don't have to go. You to know information with someone, you don't have to go and ask. You can just sit down, chill and relax, and you go there and see what's going on and get all the information you want to. Because we are consciousness. We're not this body. That's what actually do astral projection out bodies out themselves and go different realm and see stuff. You don't have to worship your spirit, guys, to get this out reality. People are like, okay, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Manifestation, guys, is not worship your spirit and wait to have a desired reality. It's not. It's not. It's not. Is based of consciousness. Manifestation, law attraction. I'm gonna law attraction, law assumption, all those law, everything is simple. In that state, you are the culprit of your own reality, and that infinite intelligence gonna make all those things happen. I'm gonna give you an example, guys. When I was in Bali, the state of abundance one day, and I was my first time, leave Amazon, and my job environment, and I started to open my business, the coaching business. And there's a point of time there was I need extra money. I was in Bali that state. I was actually done working out, and I was working on the park, a beautiful park, you know, my other house, right? So I was working there. It's not my house actually. It's a family house, right? It's a family house. So it's not my house. I'm not the owner of it, but I I pay a part of it. I do something, I involve on it, right? So but I need extra money, and I was working around the neighborhood, guys, and I was in by that state. I'm extremely rich. I got more than enough. Blah, blah, blah. I was living that state. This is my music. Be in that state. I have fun. I have vibing, right? And guess what happened? But I go to the Dunkin' and I take the wrong, I take the wrong drink unconsciously. That's what I tell guys. That infinite intelligence make me doing dumb stuff, like make me do a dumb stuff ever. I was so distracted on my phone, and I take the wrong order with somebody else order, right? And I start to drink it. And guess what? When actually my order came, right? And they said, Pierre, that's what I said, oh my god. But I know that girl, right? And she said, oh, do you take the water? That's somebody else. And the guy said, I love your drink. I said, for sure you love my drink. I said, okay, cool. Let's do an exchange. We do an exchange. and I go by my day, focus. And the other girl gonna make me another drink too. I said, no, don't worry. Another day, give me a free drink. But now, right now, I'm good. Don't, relax, chill, right? And what happened? That man came back and give me $20 bill. He said, oh, thank you because you're a nice guy. Okay, so you know what I learned? It's not a God. Please, no, the God within. Like I said, consciousness is life is consciousness, just like a water. Like you're gonna take that shape you are in. But I do what? I in a dumb way. I make that mistake to able to actually receive that money. But everybody's happy. I'm happy, he's happy. It's simple. That's why I tell guys, be in that state and go about your day. Why? Because you're gonna get it no matter what. Because I never thought that I was gonna receive that money. Never in my life. Never. And I think when that happened to me, I just go down, I just boom go live. Because I was extremely shocked. I never thought that I never expect that. Come that way. I was shocked. Still today I'm still shocked. And by this, yeah, you have to end by that state, be in that state. Yeah. Be in love with the state. Yes, be in love with that state and have fun with it. So manifestation is not a God you worship or waiting for Jesus. No, you have to be in that state because you're the co-creator of your own reality. And you can be in that state for a long period of time. Be that person for a period of time. More experience you have, more conviction. You know, that's the way. That's the way, guys. Guys, you're not your body, guys. Please. Don't think you're a body. Don't think you have to move in a you have to move all the time to have some good experience. You don't have to move. You don't have to do anything to experience something good. Give me one second, guys. Give me one second. Man, guys, even me, like sometimes that shocked me a lot, you know. But today, guys, I'm gonna talk about that. That's my first time in that YouTube channel talk about this thing. I'm gonna go more deeper because that's something I witness people don't understand who they are. People need people have to know who they are. When you know who you are, you're able to do everything you want, guys, because you are free. There's no something above you actually tell you no, 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 no. Don't think that way. Don't please, 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 please don't think that there's an external force, actually drawing you to experience the worst thing all the time. Get over here. No, 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 no. You and God control everything. Okay, but that control is a bit different because they're gonna move by inspired action. You have to let go. You have to surrender, and you're gonna have that experience. But don't think there's a God above you, control everything, and tell you this is possible. Not this is not possible. That's bullshit. Everything is possible. Just give it to yourself. I'm serious, guys. Everything you think you know, guys, like was a lie. I'm really serious, guys. Like I'm really serious, like, guys. Like, guys, I got so much experience, guys. I'm gonna share some with everybody. I go in party, right? And when I go sometime, I tell myself I'm gonna have free drink. I have free drink. Sometime I say I'm gonna receive money. I receive money. Sometimes, guys, guys, youth, anything, loss of money, the same thing. 8K, 100K, 2000K, 100K. And it doesn't matter who they are, guys. It doesn't matter like the title, everything, guys. Everything you want to experience with it, because consciousness is the basic of reality. Oh God, is the basic of everything. But you have to know how to use that tools. What which tools? Your thought and your emotion is your tools how to navigate in that 3D to be able to experience what you want to experience. It's not your action. Your action come after. Okay? It's not your action. It's your thought, your emotion. You know how to navigate in that 3D to do everything you want, to get everything you want. Guys, I'm gonna do a lot of extreme stuff in my YouTube channel, guys. You're gonna see, guys. You're gonna see I'm gonna do a lot of extreme stuff, guys, because I'm gonna show people how what is possible. My example, people wait. People wait. Oh, no, you don't have to wait. My example, if anybody have a business, right? Any business, any type of business, and you want to make that money, like millions, thousands of dollars, and you take in 5 years, no, that's bullshit. You don't have to wait 5 years. You don't have to wait 5 years, okay? Because that's something I experience. I don't wait at all. uh Back in the day I was dating model and I don't have, that moment I would have no car. And I dated them. I tell them the truth. I don't have a car. I use my little brother car, they don't care. Sometimes they give me ride, I use their car. Like real model stuff, guys. I remember when my English was not too good and I did a lot of beautiful guys. I'm gonna tell you guys. You don't need X to get Y. And you can manifest in very different area of your life. I know people tell me, for me, it's possible to manifest a free drink. No, you can manifest all free drink, free house, free everything. Okay, I want to explain some type of way, more easy. How reality is. Reality is neutral. Okay, everything we see here, everything you see here because society make them real. Okay, then I want to explain more better. All those rules you see, guys, people make rules. The real rules is the law of reality, the law of gravity, the law of attraction. To attract who you are. There's a real fundamental of reality. Okay? The rest is nothing. All those rules. In 5 years, you can be that person. In 10 years, that's bullshit. Really. The moment you be in that state, you really focus about it. You really mean it. You're gonna have that experience. The more conviction you have, the more fast you can. Okay? Mindset, guys. I don't know, but if you think you are that little person, no, you're not. You're not that little person you see. We are so much more. And try to be in that state, guys. Try to be in that state and actually trick your ego, your subconscious mind. Do that more often. Trick your subconscious mind by focus on gratitude, something you want to experience, and you focus about gratitude about it. You're gonna have that experience. You're gonna have that experience for sure. You're gonna have that experience. Put yourself in that gratitude mode. Really put yourself about it. But don't think manifestation involve God. No. Manifestation don't involve God, and God have to decide for you. You decide, and God move for you, and God make the rest for you. You say, God, like you go to a restaurant, right? They say, what you want? Oh, I want steak. I want some white wine, and you chill. That's it. Simple. You just be in that state and say, okay, I want this. I want to experience this, and I have it already. And you be in that state every day. You change your whole identity. Okay? Yes, the 3D. Don't care about the 3D because you're not the 3D. Number one, you're not the 3D. You're not circumstances. You're not everything you said from there. You're not those things, guys. You're not those things. You're not your old self. You're not that ego. You are pure I am. And you have access to select what you really want to experience. That's who you are. That's who you are. Point blank. That's who you are. Okay? So you have no limitation. Nobody can limit you. Anything can limit you. The 3D circumstances, none of them can limit you at all. You limit yourself because you choose to. Okay? And that's the best way. Like the more you be consistent in that state, you're gonna change that cycle. Okay? You have to be in that state. And please try to get no logical because life's not logical, guys. I'm just life's not logical at all. Okay? Life is not logical. If you think life is logical, I'm so sorry. It's not. Life is not logical. Logical come after, okay? About to go right now. I'm gonna be live again later, guys. Late, like on like 8:30. I'm gonna live for sure. Alright, guys, we're gonna see you later, guys. Peace, stay blessed, guys. I love you all. Thank you for all the support. Thank you, everybody was there. And we're gonna see you later, guys. And enjoy. Assume the best and be the best.